We're going to be talking about six relatively famous people who believe the Earth is flat. Okay, so we have Malachi Henderson, who went skydiving, this year and took some pictures and said, no matter how high you go, the horizon keeps following you, and so he started believing the world is flat, and that started to trend like hell, like it was wild. Okay, so after that happened, we have Tila Tequila, who truly believes the earth is flat and won't stop yelling about it on Twitter. So remember Tila Tequila? She was the most famous person on MySpace and went on to get her own MTV dating show, Shot at Love with Tila Tequila, which aired for 2 seasons in 2007. So yeah, let me read some quotes. She's like flat earthing here, like it's 2016 and nobody's been able to prove to me that the earth is round. Where is the curvature in the horizon? Prove me wrong, damn it. And she got a lot of likes on that. I'm never gonna get over this. Um, why are the buildings in New York City standing straight up? If the earth is if the earth was round, then some of the buildings would have a slight tilt. If the Earth was a spinning globe, then how come airplanes can still land without crashing? Because the face of the Earth is flat, not a globe. If Earth was a spinning globe and the Sun is supposedly 150 million light years away, then how come the sun rays beam straight down? This is so funny, man. She's really serious, man. She's like mad. I will stop my flat Earth talk if someone can send me a goddamn photo of the horizon with a curvature, otherwise it's flat. I am waiting. If I get killed in 2016, y'all know it's because I exposed the Earth as being flat. Um, well, man, there's like a lot of tweets, man, like a lot of tweets. Well, this one is interesting. 33 and 23 is constantly following me around. There is no denying that I'm directly from the divine, since these are divine numbers. Well, let me clear this up, Tila Tequila. 33 is the number of the continents that I am showing you right now on the screen. That there's this map I'm showing you right now, this 1,000-year-old map that the Buddhists they hid this map from the Chinese for a long time, and it shows that if the Earth is really flat or not, it doesn't matter. That it shows that the Antarctic pole is a ring. It's not a ring. And after it, we have 33 actual continents. Okay, and the number 23, is well known because if you divide 2 with 3, you get 666. Okay, and everybody knows that 666 represents Solomon's seal. And again, I'm gonna show you right now on screen. Solomon seal represents the V star because the V star has inner angles, 6 points, 6 pointed star, and six insider angles, so 666. It's the Davy star, and Davy star is a representation of the Antarctic ice crystal. It's a very big coincidence, right? If we get other seas, or other lakes, ice crystals, they do not match the V star or Solomon seal. So 33 is the number of the continents that we supposedly have outside of this outer ring, and 23 is supposedly the number you can divide 2 or 3, and we have 666, right? Representing Solomon seal. So Tila Tequila might not be wrong. That's even more scary. That's even scarier. We have rapper Bob, who insists the Earth is flat. And that's for example, in this picture, the cities in the background are approximately 60 miles apart. Where is the curvature? Please explain this. Right. So here he's talking about those buildings over there. They're not supposed to be showing because they're 16 miles away. you know, or even more, you know what I mean? So you're not supposed to be seeing their bases, you know, like their full bodies, okay? You're supposed to be seeing them in halves, but you're not. You're seeing them in full bodies. They're full bodies. So, okay, if I zoom in just a little bit, you can check that out. And we have Daniel Shanton from the Flat Earth Society. He's the president of Flat Earth Society. There's a small interview with him here. I'm going to play just a part of it, okay?
And here's David talking to Daniel Shenton.
I see the world as being flat. It's a disk. I mean, there are changes in the surface, but generally it's a flat disk.
And what about the planets, the sun, the moon?
I'm not sure about them. It seems to me from the evidence that I've seen that they're probably spheres, but it's definitely not proven, I think.
And the Earth, being a disk, presents certain problems with gravity, but you have a solution to that too?
Yeah, the effects of gravity, I feel, could be simulated, or what people think of as a sort of mainstream idea of gravity would be simulated by simply the disk of the Earth moving upward. It is accelerating upward at 9.8 meters per second. It would have the same effects as what people traditionally think of as gravity.
And what about all of the photographs? I mean, the Flat Earth Society seemed to die in the sort of the space age when people got out of Earth's orbit and sent back pretty damning evidence that actually the Earth is a sphere.
As far as the evidence of the space age, I would say that anything like that could have been easily faked. I mean, especially with the technology we have today, you can simulate alien worlds, ghosts, demons, massive battles of orcs, and anything else you want. I don't think that proves much of anything.
But why would people do it? Why would people go to the effort of this giant, I presume you think it's a giant global conspiracy to cover up the fact the Earth is flat? Why would they do that?
There probably are financial motives behind it, and I don't think the conspiracy needs to be as global as you would think. If you get pockets of conspiracy, most people aren't going to look into it very much. They're not going to investigate it, and they'll just accept these things at face value, that the Earth is a sphere. Not everyone needs to actually be part of it for this to propagate pretty quickly.
So, this is very interesting because George Orwell has this line here, most people, if asked to prove the Earth is round, would not even bother to produce the rather weak argument I have outlined above. They would start off by saying that everyone knows the Earth is round, and if pressed further, would become angry. So in a way, Shaw is right. So who is he talking about? Who is right? He's talking about George Bernard Shaw, who, I'm going to read a quote from him. We are more gullible and superstitious today than in the Middle Ages, and an example of modern credulity is the widespread belief that the world is round. The average man cannot advance a single reason for thinking that the Earth is round. He merely swallows this theory because there is something about it that appeals to the 20th century mentality. Okay, so again, there's this map which shows us that there's theoretically 33 outer continents, and it's been hidden theoretically 4,000 years from the Chinese, and if it is true, damn, just that's what wow, man, we have been lied to, right? So these are 6 people, okay, Malachi, Henderson, Tilla Tequila, Bob, B.O.B. the rapper, the famous rapper, rapper Bob, president of the Flat Earth Society, Daniel Shanton. George Orwell was like a kind of a skeptic guy. He didn't believe the Earth was flat nor round. He was like, they're gonna fight forever. And he kind of points out that Shaw was right. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and comment below, share, and see you again. Hey guys, this is James with the Impossible channel, and we're going to be talking about six relatively famous people who believe the Earth is flat. Okay, so we have Malachi Henderson, who went skydiving, this year, and took some pictures and said, no matter how high you go, the horizon keeps following you, and so he started believing the world is flat, and that started to trend like hell, like it was wild. Okay, so after that happened, we have Tila Tequila, who truly believes the earth is flat and won't stop yelling about it on Twitter. So remember Tila Tequila? She was the most famous person on MySpace and went on to get her own MTV dating show, A Shot at Love with Tila Tequila, which aired for 2 seasons in 2007. So yeah, let me read some quotes. She's like flat earthing here, like it's 2016 and nobody's been able to prove to me that the earth is round. Where is the curvature in the horizon? Prove me wrong, damn it. And she got a lot of likes on that. I'm never gonna get over this. Um, why are the buildings in New York City standing straight up? If the earth is